What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Animology page. Today we're going to be discussing a kind of a crazy topic about the birds that are dying, I guess along with some crabs and some other creatures.
It's the end of the world! Ah!
So I don't know what you guys think about it, but I think it's kind of crazy that, you know, birds are starting to fall out of the sky and, you know, fish are starting to die, and it's kind of crazy. And we were talking earlier, actually just before we did this shoot, about does that, you know, are we thinking it's like Armageddon starting to happen soon, or what, you know, what's really going on? I'd like to hear you guys' comments about that.
What say you?
Chubb?
What say I?
I guess he says I.
No, seriously, I think I'm leaning more towards a whole terrorist type thing going on.
Really?
I really do. I really think that someone's releasing some crazy chemical, you know, throughout different countries, and basically it's like causing this effect.
I mean, it started in the Midwest, right?
Yes.
And so now we're seeing reports across the world,
The
right?
only place I don't think I've seen something is in Australia.
Okay, so it's
And you know,
starting to spread.
No one wants to fuck with the Aussies.
So it's kind of like that movie, The Happening.
Throw another shrimp on the barbie.
It's like that movie, The Happening. You guys, has everyone seen that?
Is that Aussie or British?
Well, Ozzy, I don't know.
Aussie! Oi! That's Aussie.
Okay, so
That's Aussie. Bro.
wait, so no, I think it's like some sort of testing being done, and that we just don't know about. That's what I really think.
And so then you also think Neil Armstrong never landed on the moon?
I don't know.
Let's not get into that.
I just when we relay
Watch.
the topic to it being like an Armageddon type thing, I believe that if that were to happen, we're not gonna know about it. It's just gonna happen. There will be no signs or you know, things like that. So
I need a little help.
Oh.
The damn handle of this
Oh, how do we...
broke off.
Well, I'm glad you came, because
Has somebody got a knife?
we were talking about animology,
And it's cat food.
and it's cat food.
we're gonna take a time out to
Maybe not. I don't know.
the right guys do some charity work. For
MacGyver!
Coming back.
Oh, is that your cat that's following you? Or is that some other cat?
No. We've been feeding her for 15 years.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Yeah. We spayed her when she was born, put her back in the...
And she knows to go.
Oh, she comes to my paw.
Wow.
Runs between my legs when I get back in the bush.
There you go.
That's good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, on behalf of the Right Guys, you're welcome.
Well, I'll say thanks again from the cat.
No problem. That's us doing our civic duty.
Yes. I'll report you to the chief.
Thanks.
Perfect. We appreciate that.
For those of you out there.
Improv.
That was amazing.
Yes, and I can fix anything.
Okay, so back to the topic.
Yeah, so, I mean, do we honestly really think that there's testing going on, and, you know what I mean, that they're getting pretty crazy?
I lean on the side of, I don't know, I think
You're leaning on the side of turtle.
I think I'm going to go with apocalyptic, you know? I'm thinking it's apocalyptic, that something bigger is going on here. I'm probably 50-50, guys, because half of me thinks that it has to do with the chemicals and probably maybe the oil in the water from the, you know, it's probably something larger.
Like sediments.
Yeah, there's something more to it, but at the same time, I do think maybe there is something more to it, a higher being than us. And it's kind of scary when you think about it. I know we're supposed to, you know, err on the side of, if you're religious, that you believe that it's nothing bad, and it's just, I mean, it's bad, but you think it's scientific and it can be explained. Just like recently, the doves fell in Italy. But I don't know, dudes. I'm not really sure.
I don't know. What say you, dude? You, dude.
Grip.
Bird.
Why do you sound like you're out of breath?
He's just learning English, folks. We apologize.
Bird is the word.
Bird.
What's
I
your
don't know.
opinion,
I mean, I think if it was just in the United States, then we could say that maybe they're testing something out.
Right.
But I think once it's kind of going global, it kind of makes you think like what's really going on. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It is
yeah.
global.
Yeah, that's how I felt about the Wii.
Because you're not Nintendo, or and you don't speak French.
It's gone global.
Oh, okay.
So, Grip, what is your take? We're curious.
What's going on?
What-
Honestly, you know, when you have movies like, you You know, what was that one with Mark Wahlberg? With
The Happening.
The Happening, which sucked, by the way.
It did, but when you have stories like that where, you know, Mother Nature, you know, we don't really understand what she might be up to.
That was an alien movie, by the way.
No.
No, it wasn't.
The Happening is the
Wow.
plants.
Okay.
The plants are fighting back.
I know.
Wow.
The plants are emitting. I'm just messing with you. I want to see if you watched
That's
it.
a smart hat you have on there.
I want to see if you watched it.
Yeah, yeah. But I think, you know, that gives you an idea of, you know, maybe Mother Nature is trying to reset something, maybe send a message to us.
Okay. So she's playing out her DVR.
Basically,
Yeah,
okay.
she's taking out the bird.
Starting to restart button.
Okay.
Well, we'd like to hear your guys' feedback about the birds. Any news channel is going to have a story on it right now. It's actually really big. And we thought we'd bring it to you because it's kind of interesting. And we'd like to hear your feedback. Make sure you comment on our pages. Hit us up at TheWriteGuyz@yahoo.com. You know, drop us a line and give some comments, some feedback. What you want even for us to talk about, maybe a topic. Get back to us and stay tuned next week.
Keep in mind, guys, we've got a podcast as well. You want to check it out because, you know, it's actually pretty funny. We've got a lot of great feedback on that, and we talk about some of these type of topics, but in more in depth and even more personal topics. And for the podcast, even we want some feedback at our email address, because if you email us, you ask questions, you have comments, we'll read it on air and see what's cracking.
Whether it's positive or negative.
And then you can make sure you subscribe to it on iTunes. It's The Right Guys. Guys with a Z, not an S. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you check out all the blogs, everything.
Wrap it up, B.
All right, guys. For The Right Guys, thanks. Later. Fuck out of here with that.
Your turtle was showing. Here you go.
Oh,
I can see.
This ain't gonna work.
sit
Get
like
on
that.
this side,
fool.
fool.
Says who? Or is this a kid show? When did this become a kid show?
This ain't gonna work.
Is this not the barbershop? This is not the barbershop.
Dude, this fucking
You
head.
can talk about anything you want in the barbershop.
Did you remember that?
Remember that? He gets all
like,
mad
"Man."
because he was talking about.
Fuck Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, he's talking about. That's the first barbershop. Fool.
Yeah,
The old man.
Rose Park did nothing but sit her legs.
That was Rose Park.
On the
That's
bench.
Rose Park. It was Rosa Parks. That's what it was.
She don't get up because she's too fat.
She's too fucking lazy.
All right.